But pretty good defense. And Bradbury once again. Right. But it's 30 to 14. That's great. That's just great user. This is actually something that is kind of a skill gap. I want you to watch my user. Watch this right here. This is really high level Madden. I'm sitting right here, right? So I'm not constantly moving around. I'm sitting, and what I'm doing is in my peripheral vision, because I'm staring at my user, but in my peripheral vision, I'm seeing where the routes are, okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm just chilling right here. And so then I'm like, I'm focused on my user, but in my peripheral vision, I'm like looking at everything, and then I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna take this one right here. So that's just high level Madden. That's how you're gonna beat Dollar. You will beat Dollar that way. I'm telling you right now. Pretty good right there. This is something that I've been labbing, is that right there, which is pretty interesting. I just thought it would be a good idea, and it seemed to work. So I'm moving over Williams as far away as I can, and I'm blitzing him so that way he comes in free. Okay, that was my mentality, and it worked a few times. As you see, it worked again. I'm labbing this again, so I keep moving this guy. What you'll notice, what I do, and what you'll notice with your favorite YouTubers or even the pro players, is we do the same thing every play. Okay, so I'm moving this guy every play. Okay, the reason why we do the same thing every play is because you want consistency, right? And so if I ran cover 3 and then man coverage the next play, and then back to cover 3 and then cover 6, it's very inconsistent, and so I won't know what's wrong. All right, boys, so what's up, man? We're just gonna hop into it today. But yeah, man, I got a few games. This was a little bit earlier, maybe 2 weeks ago, right about when the game came out. But I'm running this, let's see if I can pause it. But I'm running this split twins, okay? So this is not split offset. This is split twins, okay? And so just labbing a new formation. What I do early in the year is I lab new formations, and so maybe, I'll try to move walk-ins over here to get a different look or get like a unique formation. That's usually what I look for as I throw it in PS2 picks this, I'll tell you what I did wrong there. But, that's what you want to do early in the year like this. You want to try to find something that could be somewhat glitchy. Maybe this guy Swift, maybe I could move him over here or try to motion him and see if I can get like a bunch look. You know what I mean? And then I'd still have all my blockers, because you can't block your tight end and bunch. So if I can motion like this guy over and make it a bunch technically, and then I could block the tight end, then it would be a bunch with the blocking tight end. So, that's what you want to look for, is you want to kind of just mix and match and just try to try to do certain things. What I should have done here is I should have free-formed up, okay? I thought, I thought I could get there. I thought I could get there. As you see, I actually did freeform this. Let's watch that. Watch this reticle. Yeah, so I did freeform this up and to the right, but I should have freeformed it like way up here by the 20. So just a tip right there. But great pick. PS2, he'll get up there and he'll catch that. So great pick by that guy. So yeah, I was running split twins, and then on defense, I was just kind of labbing. I was running match coverage. So this was before I realized match coverage was not the move. He's throwing like right at me. But like I said, this was when I realized that I was labbing match, and at the time I was just testing match basically. But I run cover 2, so I come out in cover 2. This will be in the ebook. I come out in cover 2 every play with it flipped, so I always have the slot corner on the right side. That's just kind of how I play the game, right? So if they motion over like this, I'm not too worried about it because it's on the short side, so I'm really not too worried about it. Usually short side, you would want a cloud flat with the deep zone, but I manned him up, and so I'm using Smith for this play in case it's a pass, right? He throws it. Boom. Right, Bradbury. Bradbury has excellent zone coverage. He's not that fast, but he has excellent zone coverage. He will get there. And so back over here, like I said, I'm doing a lot of motioning. The reason for the motion is just to try to lab it, try to get a different look and stuff like that, right? And then I'm in this play. I forgot what this play was called, like Y post or something like that. But this is a really interesting play. I don't even remember what playbook this is. It might be Eagles playbook, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so you have the out route on Brown. You have the corner on Watkins. He's fast, so he will get open if there's time. But then you also have this little, like, it's like a running back C route. So if you have, halfback, backfield mismatch or backfield master, or what, I forget what it's called. I think it's backfield mismatch or something. He'll get open on that. You know what I mean? So right there, I saw him a little bit too late. I still caught it. I saw him a little bit too late. And then I'm trying to lab this. I've been labbing a lot of read options with Hurts, power row. In a game coming soon, you'll see me. I ran heavy Panther, okay, and stuff like that. Right here, I motion out the running back. The reason I motion him out is just to move this guy. So where was he? So yeah, the safety's right here. So I motion over the running back out so I can just get that. I'm not passing to the running back. You know what I mean? I'm not passing to him. The reason I do that is to just get that guy out of the field. Just move him away. And I see that this guy is blitzing, okay? Or he looks like he's blitzing. Most likely, the user will not be on this linebacker. So this is my read. It's either Goddard or roll out and make something happen. And as you see, he was blitzing. Like I said, people are not going to use the outside linebacker usually. So, pretty good right there. This is something that I've been labbing, is that right there, which is pretty interesting. I just thought it would be a good idea, and it seemed to work. So I'm moving over Williams as far away as I can, and I'm blitzing him so that way he comes in free. Okay, that was my mentality, and it worked a few times. As you see, it worked again. So sometimes that's what you want to do, is just lab really strange things, and sometimes it helps with run defense. You know what I mean? Sometimes it helps with coverage. Just run some weird stuff. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised. As you see here, he did get picked up. So I tried it again. So I think it's only good for run defense, really. But I tried it again. I tried to motion him out so he comes in free, and the linemen won't register him as a blitzer. That's my kind of my philosophy on that. So I was trying that. And as you see, good user. I'm taking both guys. And then boom, right? Terrell Edmonds, right? He'll get up there. And so we end up getting the ball back. But this guy was good. I just think I played better. You know what I mean? That's all. I just think I played better. Right back in the split twins. So I'm flipping it. I wonder why I flipped it. I think I'm flipping it just to try to see what happens if I ran short side. Yeah, okay. That's most likely it. And then right here, I'm in a wide receiver backfield, okay? So that's why A.J. Brown is right here. Okay, so A.J. Brown is in my running back position. Which honestly, if they had better plays, this would be really glitchy. They don't have a lot of good plays in wide receiver backfield, right? So you can have Tyreek Hill over here if you're the Dolphins or something like that. But yeah, wide receiver backfield. The only issue is they don't have a lot of good plays. So you're going to have to do a lot of audibling or a lot of hot routes and stuff like that. But I have Watkins always on the deep threat. He's always my deep threat, right? And then you have the two tight ends. It's a pretty, it could be lethal if you knew what you were doing. And I think this was a good job by me to put A.J. Brown on the out and just to see how he runs it. You know what I mean? See how free he gets. But as you see, it's not crazy separation. But those are just some of the things that you want to do, is you want to lab all types of stuff. As you see, I'm trying to motion. The reason for the motion is to try to get some sort of look that's like, that's going to be it this year. So, right, I have Watkins on the crossing, on the crosser route. Penny on option, right? And so that's just, wow, just awesome. You know, good job to go through my reads, right? So now what I do is so I'm in wide receiver backfield, but I put Watkins at running back, okay? 97 speed. I mean, that's pretty smart if you ask me, right? Right? I mean, 97 speed. I mean, how do you stop that, right? I'm usually going to have one man to beat with Watkins back there. Right? Inside zone or slot wide receiver backfield. So I end up putting him on a screen. And as you see, look at that. That's just how fast he is. Is he like glitches out? Look at this. But it's really hard, especially on All Pro. It'd be really hard to stop, you know, Watkins at running back, right? So I end up doing a outside zone, and you know, it worked out. So these, you know, if I would have never labbed, I would have, you know, I probably would have never known that this would work. And there I tried it again. Right? And then it's the same thing on defense, right? I'm bringing this guy over. I'm labbing this. So I'm labbing, you know, Watkins, you know, on the inside zone. I'm seeing how fast he can be. I'm seeing, you know, can I gain several yards on that? You know, that might be good if you have the Dolphins. Put Tyreek Hill at running back and either have him on an option route or have him on an inside zone. You know, everybody who's in dollar, that's how you're going to beat dollar. You will beat dollar that way. I'm telling you right now, that's how to beat dollar. Wide receiver backfield, put Tyreek Hill. If you're a Dolphins fan or Eagles fan, put Watkins or Tyreek Hill at running back. Either have him on option route, an out route, or inside zone. You will destroy dollar. I promise you. All right, but anyways, I'm labbing this again, so I keep moving this guy. What you'll notice, what I do, and what you'll notice with, you know, your favorite YouTubers or even the pro players is we do the same thing every play, okay? So I'm moving this guy every play, okay? The reason why we do the same thing every play is because you want consistency, right? And so if I ran cover 3 and then man coverage the next play and then back to cover 3 and then cover 6, it's very inconsistent. And so I won't know what's going, you know, what's wrong. So let's say I'm running cover 3 and then the next play I run, you know, man coverage. Well, I won't really know why my defense is getting beat. But if I'm in cover 2, like I run cover 2 this year and over G, so if something goes wrong, I can immediately like detect what was going on. Like I can immediately see, okay, cool. That's because my zone drops need to be further back, or that's because I need a inside third right here. But if I'm running different plays every time, that could be an issue for you. You know, you want to stay, mostly you want to stay in the same coverage is what I'm saying. Okay. So for the most part, that's just, I know it sucks, but that's how Madden is you got to stay in the same play like 90% of the time, and you learn that play and you adjust out of that play. So that's going to be your best bet. You know, like I said, I'm in cover 2 damn near every play, and I've almost mastered this defense. That's why I'm on an 18, you know, now I'm like 23 win streak, right? Because of that. You run the same thing and then you adjust out of it, okay? Unless you absolutely have to change because you're getting torched, then other than that, you have to do it. Like I said, same thing every time. But anyways, those are just some tips, right? But this could have been a good game. This could have been a good game. I just don't think this guy had the right reads, and I just think I played pretty good. I played pretty solid, just all around, right? And then, boom. That's just great defense right there. Hits me with the read option. I actually wasn't expecting that. That was actually a great call. That was an excellent play call by this guy. Right there, you know. That's a good play too, but I was just running cover 2. But he's starting to quick hike. Now you can't quick hike that fast. They patched it, but at the time, you know, he should have been using that against me. You know what I mean? And then right here, this is a great job not to call a timeout, right? You don't want to call a timeout. You're already up 2 possessions. There's no point in calling a timeout. And then you got to fix your zone drops. And as you see, I'm labbing match coverage, okay? But you don't want to get too greedy, because if we're playing for money, I want that clock to run down, right? You don't want to get too greedy. I'm waiting for him to call another timeout. So he calls another timeout, right? Then we have excellent defense right here. Bradbury, his zone is just crazy. I freaking love Bradbury, dude. Like I said, he's not the fastest, but his zone coverage is crazy. And he's tall. That's why I like him. He's tall, man. He jumps for everything. This right here, this was a manual flip. So I flipped this, okay? Nothing got messed up with my coverage. They fixed over G. So last year in Madden 23, if you pressed over G, your guys would flip. So they fixed that this year. So over G, that was a manual flip. I flipped it because I like having this guy on the right side. I like having the slot guy on the right side. That's just how I like to run it. Even if they're running right here, wide side, I still want slot guy. I still want this guy on the right side. That's just how I do it. You know what I mean? But pretty good defense. And Bradbury once again. Right? I don't know why that's so funny to me, but that dude, he threw to Bradbury like 3 times. Oh, man. That's funny as fuck, dude. So yeah, I played this guy right here. This was actually a really good game. This was a hell game, actually. This guy, man, his reads he had really good reads, and then sometimes they were pretty bogus. But I was labbing that again, where I was trying to blitz that slot corner. I'm just trying to see what's getting open, right? But he is making his reads. And as you see here, I missed that tackle. Okay, I missed the tackle. I was just a little bit too slow on that, okay? So I was a little bit too slow on that. Now, this is what I want to talk to. Actually, this is a great time to talk about Heat Seeker. So for those who are still watching in the video, Heat Seeker. In my freeform video, I talked about Heat Seeker. I said, hey, I will be going over Heat Seeker in a future video. This is it right here. So Heat Seeker assist, okay? You want this off. All right, the reason you want this off, so what happens with Heat Seeker? So let me explain what Heat Seeker is. Heat Seeker assist, okay? That's the key word. Heat Seeker assist. So whenever you are going for the running back or something like that, Heat Seeker, what Heat Seeker is going to do is it's going to trail. So you're going to follow the running back. Okay. Now for me, I have it off. So as you see, it was a straight angle. Okay. Now for some reason, I just didn't get the tackle, but you know, with my controller or whatever, I ran in a diagonal. As you see, I ran at a diagonal angle. And my guy didn't change. He didn't change his position or anything. I just ran straight at a diagonal angle. Now, if you had Heat Seeker assist, what Heat Seeker would do is you would actually end up coming behind him and trailing. Okay? So, in other words, having Heat Seeker assist off, what that does is you can move your user anywhere you want. You can go left, right, diagonal, up, down, and you won't latch on to the computer, or you won't latch on to somebody's user. Okay? Let me try to explain this even further because this can get complicated. So, Heat Seeker assist. Let's say we're running stretch, okay? Let's say we're running stretch, right? You run stretch, and I'm following you, okay? What Heat Seeker will do is Heat Seeker, if it's on, Heat Seeker will actually, let's say you're running stretch, okay? So you're running stretch, Heat Seeker will actually trail behind, and then you'll be free for a touchdown. So that's why you don't want heat seeker, because what happens is you end up trailing the running back because you'll latch on because it's heat seeker. So you will actually, computer will pursue for you. That's what I should have said. I apologize for this whole 3-minute rant. But that's what it is heat seeker. When it's on, computer will pursue for you. So as you see, I tried to cut the angle off myself. If I had heat seeker on, the computer would try to pursue for me, but what would happen is I would end up trailing the running back, and it'd be too late to tackle him. You'd be fucking gone. So that's why you don't want a heat seeker assist on, okay? Because I can just come at a straight angle. If I had heat seeker assist, I would have came down here actually, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. This YouTube shit wears me out. But anyways, right? Anyways, I'm in a slot offset at this point, okay? And boom, hit the nice little tight end. That was a dangerous read, but that's okay. So he had an easy first drive. You know what I mean? He had a really easy first drive. He didn't really have to, he didn't have to fight for it. What I tried to do here is I tried to motion snap, and, you know, you can't motion snap, but Devin Allen. All right, Devin Allen is a freaking monster on the Eagles. Put him in the game. 95 speed. He doesn't get off the line very well, but dude, 95 speed, forget about it. Look at that. Look at that speed. 95 speed. Boom, that dude's gone. Right? That's why I put him in the game. Devin Allen, I fucking love that guy, man. He's such a good, he's just such a good slot guy for me. So I ran the exact same play. Okay, this is slot corners out of spread. So I'm running, my scheme is a slot offset and spread. That's all I run. So this game I switched. So I don't have wide receiver backfield. I don't have split twins. Okay. Let's see. We went over heat seeker. We went over match. Okay. I don't know if I was running match for this game. Most likely I was. What I should have done here is put AJ Brown on a C route instead of on an out route. So I don't know what that's about. I should have had him on. I should always have AJ Brown on some sort of C route or post route because he's just that good. But I streaked Devin Allen just to see if he'd get open. Right? As you see, I waited a little bit too long here to take off. As soon as I playmakered, I should have took off. Right? And so right here, I'm running, I think this is called hitch seams, but I have two streaks in the seams, okay? So I have two streaks in the seams. I see the mismatch right here, which is Smith on, I believe, I want to say this is a safety or a linebacker, but I don't think it's a cornerback. But anyways, I see the mismatch. I just know, you know, Devonta Smith, he's going to get open. It's between him and Devin Allen, and I have the safety on the right side. So Devin Allen's not the move. It's going to be right here. This is going to be it. So as long as I wait, freeform up, right? Freeform completion. Like I said, HB option or hitch seams, right? But that's a pretty good play. I should have had Watkins there. He would have gotten open a lot faster on that one. And then we're starting to lock up on D right here, right? I'm running cover 3 match, I believe, right? And I'm blitzing the slot corner. And this is why, okay, so this is why, this right here, I'm running cover 3 match. And the reason why I like having the slot corner on the right side, it's just a personal thing, a personal preference, but I blitz him. And the reason being is so I can cover, I usually cover down low. So I cover all the right side in this area. That's what I've done all year, and it seems to work out pretty well. I'm not covering over top because of the way the deep zone play. They play really good this year, so I'm always down below. So I can usually cover 2 routes at once. That's usually what I can do, is cover 2 routes at once. As you see, I cover 2 routes at once. It's kind of the mentality you want. Right, he does have 2 receivers to the short side, which is not exactly ideal. So he's having Scary Terry, and he's having this slot guy on the short side. That's just not what you want. Man, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm coming down with something. I don't know what it is, weather change or something. But anyways, he should have this flipped, okay? So he should actually have this flipped. I don't know what the point of having these guys to the short side is. They're just completely bagged at that point, right? You always want to space it out. But that was a great job of him to run with it, but he got greedy, okay? I know it's 4th and 12. I know it's 4th and 12, man. Trust me, I know. But boom, right here, he should have. You can't get too greedy. You know, I don't know. Maybe he tried to slide, but whenever you slide, you'll still gain a yard. So that's something that you need to understand is even if you slide, you'll gain a yard usually, okay? But we end up getting that, and that was the play of the game right there. That's what changed everything. So as you see here, boom, excellent free form. Oh my God. Excellent, crazy free form. But as you see here, right, the reason I like the Eagles is you can't really press the Eagles. But I see this right here, right? So I waited until he opened up. So until this cornerback opened up and started sprinting that way, you're not going to catch up to Watkins. And as you see, watch the free form. So I free formed it up. Okay, so this is where the ball originally would be, and I free formed it as far away as I could. Okay, I have my free form settings to 14. Like I said, my free form, boom, just money. That's just freaking money, dude. So my free form video will be pinned at the top of the comment section, okay? And this is another thing. This was just a bad, this has nothing to do with Heat Seeker. This was just a bad, for some reason, you just don't latch on with tackling. So that's just a bad user tackle. But as you see here, I am completely taking this angle. So I'm taking this angle. If this was Heat Seeker, you would be trailing, okay? You got to have Heat Seeker off. So that way you can cut the angle off. That's what I should have said. That's another way to say it is having Heat Seeker off creates a better opportunity to cut off the running back. That's what I should have said. Yeah, so you have a better chance to cut the running back off. Okay? So that's how I should have said it. But anyways, I'm still running cover 3. Like I said, 14-7. There's no rush, right? And as you see, my user, boom. That's just great coverage. I feel like match coverage works better in cover 3. I feel like it works better in cover 3 than cover 4 this year. I think match coverage is really good in cover 3. Okay, and then boom, Edmonds. Dude's a freaking monster. I love having him out there in the backfield. That guy gets up for everything. But 3rd and 22, you know what I mean? Here's that right there. I missed the tight end, but I still had the running back. I'm running post. But yeah, I hope you guys appreciate these breakdowns, you know what I mean? I don't like to play in real time anymore. It's just, it wears me out. So, you know, playing the game locked in and then going over it is just way better for me. Then right here, I'm looking for the rollout. So I'm looking for AJ Brown. He did a great job. I have to give a shout out to this guy. He did a great job of covering that. But the reason he got a face mask, is because he had his tackling to aggressive. Okay? So when you have your tackling to aggressive, you will risk a face mask call, right? That's another game changer thing is in all pro, they will call that immediately. So like I said, he could have had a pretty good chance to come back. And because he had his tackling you only get a face mask call if you have tackling on aggressive. That's why I know. You only get that call if tackling is too aggressive. Other than that, right? Nice job to roll out. Don't take the hit. Just come out. Just run out of bounds. Right? And then I roll out again. And then boom. See, I actually slid. This was the smartest thing I could have ever done. I'm up 14-0, or I'm up 14-7, right? The last thing I need to do is take a hit because of DDA. I believe in DDA. I don't know about you guys, but DDA is real. All right. So anyways, as soon as I user cut, I was like, shit, I'm not trying to get it. So I slid. Right. But then right here, right, I have AJ Brown in the slot. The reason I have an out route on Smith is to get this corner out of the way and free up AJ Brown, okay? So I'm already seeing this as a touchdown. And so, boom, that's just easy money. Like I said, that's why I had the out route over there, just to get that guy out the way. Now, at this point, as you see, I'm spreading my defensive line. The reason I'm spreading my defensive line is because there's not going to be a run. And that was just a crazy catch. Boom, Sidney Brown. Right, so we have excellent defense, man. My defense is the reason I win half of these games. But you know, if it's about to be halftime and then I'm up 21-7, I'm not going to pinch my D line, right? You want to spread your D line. You want to crash them up. And that helps with the QB contain and stuff like that. But as you see, right? But boom, you can't really see. I blocked it off, but I have Sidney Brown in an inside third. So I take everything underneath. That's just how I like to play the game this year, and it works out, right? So I have Sidney Brown, boom. He doesn't catch a lot of interceptions for me, but he comes up, you know, he pulls through when I need him. Right here, you never want to go for, you know, you want to take this into halftime usually, so I would either kneel it or I wouldn't even run. If this was an MCS, if I was in competitive Madden and I was in a tournament, you know, on live or something, I'd kneel it. You want to kneel it and you want to just get it over with and take it to the third. You don't want to get greedy here. But because this is all pro, I decided to get kind of greedy. I was like, let me see what I can do. Right, nice little free form to the inside. Call timeout. Right, so I'm trying to see how fast I can score 3. And then right here, right, AJ Brown, that could have been dangerous. But what you want to do is you want to get out of bounds. I got out of bounds. You have to be aware of the clock. Okay, I don't have any timeouts. So whatever happens, I need to go out of bounds. And that's just experience at the end of the day. And because of that, I got an extra 3 points. Okay. But like I said, if you're playing in a player's lounge or you're playing in a MCS, you never ever want to try to, you know, up the score with 13 seconds. You just take it to the third. Right? Yeah, you would never want to do that. And then right here, he played great defense. He played great defense. I was trying to roll out and just see what I could do. And then right here, I got picked up. And so that's an easy touchdown, but I'm okay with giving that up. Not ideal. Obviously, I wouldn't do that in a tournament, but, you know, online regs. Right? I might as well see what happens. Jalen Hurts surprisingly put that on the money, but that was just crazy, right? This Arnold guy, I don't know how he gets through. Half of the time, I don't even want to use him. I'd rather use Goddard, but, you know, he just took off, and I was like, all right, fuck it. I was like, all right. Right? Like I said, I don't think this guy was a bad player. I just think I had the better game plan, right? Like, whenever I lose, sometimes I'm like, okay, I just think that guy had the better game plan. But it's 30-14. That's great. That's just great user. This is actually something that is kind of a skill gap. I want you to watch my user. Watch this right here. This is really high level Madden. I'm sitting right here. Right? So I'm not constantly moving around. I'm sitting, and what I'm doing is in my peripheral vision, because I'm staring at my user, but in my peripheral vision, I'm seeing where the routes are. Okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm just chilling right here. And so then I'm like, I'm focused on my user, but in my peripheral vision, I'm like looking at everything. And then I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to take this one right here. So that's just high level Madden. You have to just kind of chill out, and then, you know, it's a good way to bait people and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? But I like to do that a lot. And that's just a great dot. Great dot by him. But yeah, if you play middle linebacker, if you play something, and then that's just Madden at the end of the day. But if you're playing middle linebacker or something, you can kind of just sit there and just watch the routes in your peripheral vision, you know? And that helps a lot. And this right here, right? 3rd down, timeout. So I called a timeout. That is a excellent timeout. I don't think you guys understand. That's a great timeout. I didn't like the look. I didn't like the play I had. So I called a timeout. When I'm in the lead and there's 5 minutes left on the clock, you have to use your timeouts, right? I'm not behind. Use your timeout and reset. Okay? That's such a smart thing to do. You don't, if you're in the lead, you don't want to hold on. I mean, you would want to hold on to your timeouts, but that's not necessary, right? If I don't like a look and it's 3rd down, this is a crucial down. He's still in a 1-possession game. You want to call a timeout, okay? And then, boom, hit A.J. Brown. And luckily, I actually got tackled inbounds. So it'll keep the clock going, which is really nice. Right? But I have a slot. I put him on a post and I motion him. Okay? Hit the running back. Boom. Right? His Swift. So as you see, I'm 15 of 23. 326 yards, 4 TDs. I mean, what more could you ask for? It was just a great offensive, game. Really, my offense, you know, right? And then I ran the ball, chewed clock, and I'm kicking my 3, right? I would never go for it in this situation because he can still tie it up. Now he needs 2 possessions to catch up. So I'm spreading my D-line, crashing them up, okay? So now he can't roll out. Stuff like that, right? And so, boom, right? Edmonds, I actually had, at the time I was running Edmonds at free safety. And then just defense come through. Like I said, whenever somebody's, in desperation, you want to spread your line and you want to crash them up. And then that was just great defense. You know what I mean? So we had lockup defense. Let's see, I'm back in post, and I don't know what happened there, but that should have been a touchdown. That should have definitely been a touchdown. I have A.J. Brown right here, and the zig route, I tried to roll out. Okay, I didn't get the touchdown. I think it's because I didn't freeform it, but that's basically, that's the end of the video. I basically won, but, 17 of 29, just labbing, and stuff like that, right? So these are just some of the things you want to look for, right? Right? You want to look for, like I said, I would stay away from the press if I was you guys this year, right? You don't want to press too much. I know this was a longer video. I think we're going on 30-something minutes, but I had a lot to explain, so hopefully you guys appreciate, the knowledge that I have to give and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video very soon. Peace out.